Episode 131, Dissatisfied. Dario had asked Jade to take a bath and lie down in bed. Had he really only planned on giving her a massage? A massage is the most intimate thing you can do to another person. Dario pinched her thigh gently. Isn't it? Jade swallowed and could not say anything. Dario leaned close to her ear and murmured, You seem unsatisfied, like you want something else. You told me to wait for you just so you could give me a massage? Of course, said Dario. What did you think? Jade was suddenly furious. If he wanted to give her a massage, then why didn't he just say so? Mr. Foster, you're so annoying. Jade buried her face in the pillow. Dario patted her back and jostled her shoulder, but she would not get up. It has been so embarrassing. Furthermore, she suspected that he'd misled her on purpose. He was so calm and serious about the whole thing. He clearly wanted to see her make a fool of herself. Oh, is that so? If I'm so terrible, why do you want me so bad? Jade scrambled to a sitting position. Me? What are you even talking about? You're the one causing all the trouble. She punched Dario in the arm as hard as she could. He didn't even flinch. Anyway, she continued, I'm busy with the shoot, and you didn't even text me. I'm the one who texted you every day. Dario just kept looking at her quietly. She finished. Why do I even bother with you? She realized she felt so much better when she said what she wanted to say. Before this, Jade had never been so undisciplined with him. She would not hit him or scold him, but now they were sitting casually on the bed together. Their relationship seemed to be getting closer. They were more like a couple who knew how to quarrel and had small conflicts. They were no longer as polite as before. Although their relationship was harmonious, Dario had always felt like something was missing, as though Jade lacked a will of her own or a certain spark. But he had clearly been wrong about that. She had plenty of spark. She was angry at him for neglecting her, and she felt comfortable expressing that. She could consider his feelings and have an open discussion with him. He suddenly felt much better about their marriage. She smacked him on the arm and he smiled at her. Jade, are you tickling me? No, I want to beat you to death. Jade scowled at him. Her anger was beginning to dissipate in the face of his extreme hotness. What, you want to be a widow? Dead men give terrible massages. I'm willing to risk it. Jade thought about hitting him again, but it was hardly going to do any good. Dario took her clenched fist, gently pried it open, and kissed her palm. Are you mad that I don't want to have sex with you? He asked bluntly, but quietly. He was surprised at Jade's expectations. He really had just wanted to serve her well with the massage. Sex wasn't on his mind, at least no more than usual. It was confusing to be a husband today. What? Jade snapped. What? I'm angry at you for messing with me. She was so flustered that she stumbled over her words. He was right, but there was no way she could admit that to him. Okay, I will definitely not let you misunderstand next time. Dario exerted his strength, and Jade fell heavily into his arms. She stiffened for an instant, and he lifted her up. He threaded his hand through her hair and pressed his lips against hers. No, Mr. Foster, let go. Jade struggled. If she'd held still, she would be fine. But the movement brought her lower body right up against his. She could feel him against her, hot and hard. A wave of heat swept through her. She felt mingled excitement and fear. Do you really want to let me go? Dario's voice was slightly hoarse. Jade loved that she had damaged his composure. She thought of the last time they shared a bed, at the hotel. He let her sleep right on top of him because the bed was too small. At this memory, Jade couldn't help but kiss him. At first, it was just a slow kiss. Then it got more intense. Dario thrust his tongue into her mouth and made a sound that was almost a growl. Jade felt herself melting. She squeezed her eyes shut and stroked her tongue against Dario's. She could do this forever. What if she could just stay with him? How amazing would that be? After kissing her for a long time, Dario pulled back. Let's sleep, it's very late. He turned off the lamp, snuggled up against her, and patted her on the back. Jade was very sleepy, but she couldn't sleep. All of this was like a dream. When she woke up, she would still be alone in that hotel. She'd been alone for over 20 years. Logically speaking, she should be used to it. But now that she'd had a taste of life with Dario Foster, she never wanted to go back to solitude. Are you still awake? Dario's sleepy voice came from beside her ear. Do you want to watch the sunrise? Actually, Jade couldn't help but ask. How can you sleep like that? Aren't you uncomfortable? Like what? In answer, Jade pushed her hip against his hardness. Dario drew in a breath. She did it again. She wasn't very familiar with the male body, although of course she knew about its general construction and functions. She wanted to learn. Daria hugged Jade harder. He asked in a low voice, "You want to solve my problem for me?"